Welcome back to Brothers Fab Adventure.
Built in the mountains where the wild runs free. Two brothers in the garage making steel come alive with heat. Snowcats.
We're back working on the quad track mini Snowcat.
And we're going to begin the process of getting the new motor in here.
The new motor's from a 2017 ZR6000.
It's a 600cc motor and it's got about 125 horsepower.
Which should be about 3 times what the stock motor had.
Based on our test fit before, it's going to be pretty tight, so it should be fairly entertaining.
So first things first, we need to make some room. We're going to hack some bars out.
Like I said, should be fairly entertaining.
Brothers Fab and Adventure, we own this ride.
That's good. Ah, yeah. Woo! So much more room for activities. For now.
All right, so we've been moving this around a whole bunch of different ways, trying to get it in there where we need it, but we really can't. So we're gonna get this thing back out of there and make some more room. It's heavy after you pulled it in and out of there like 10 times.
Now that we got the motor out of there, we can kind of show you where we're having difficulties getting things where we need them. And that's basically these side panels. The holes don't line up with the clutch or with the pull starter can thing on the sides of the motor. So we can't shift it exactly where we need it. Also, we can't even get the clutch on. So we're going to jack this up, cut these panels out of here, and hopefully that'll give us room to get things where we need them. Then we'll just have to rebuild some new panels to cover them back up. Now that we got our cuts done, we just got to drill a couple rivets and we can get these side panels out of our way here.
There we go. Give us a lot more room in there.
Two brothers, middle fingers to the grind. Torches glowing in the Colorado night. Scrapeyard kings with a welder and a dream. Turning rust into a war machine. And Seawar snowcat tracks in the dirt. No rules.
Working on these standoffs for the motor here. We got some tube cut and some top cap plates cut out with the hole saw. And we're ready to get them all welded together here. And we can bolt them to the motor, so.
Get them tacked first.
Arctic Cat hard, cheap on 40s ripping red rocks apart. Australian flames and a middle finger grin. If it ain't broke yet.
We got our standoffs made, so we're ready to set it back in there and see how close we are.
First we might put a piece of plate in there.
We got to fill in some gaps so all of our standoffs have something to sit on.
We're gonna add this piece of plate in there to give it something to sit on. After pulling this thing out a number of times and going back and forth about where it's actually supposed to live, I think we finally decided on a location. We're basically lining the two clutches up as centered as we can here. And we thought we had it last night, but we waited to move forward till this morning so we could double check everything. We actually ended up shifting it about a 1/4 inch off to this side. Basically, our logic is we're going to try to line the two clutches up perfectly centered. We aren't exactly sure if that was right because we're putting two things together that were never meant to go together, and all the information you can find on doing this alignment doesn't really pertain. So let us know in the comments if you think we went about that the right way or if we're going to end up having to cut it all back apart and redo it. But we think we're happy with this and we're going to start moving forward.
What's the second thing we did?
So the other thing that we did is we opened the secondary clutch up. We put this bar in it at the lowest point that the belt would ever ride, and we mated the edge of that up with the wear marks on the sheave of this primary clutch, so that way when it's fully open, the belt should ride exactly in the same place on this primary clutch as it did originally.
After him-hawing about the location for a while, we decided to contact Ibex, which just did the clutches on the Peck Brothers snowmobiles, and they suggested we see how much our secondary clutch opens up and go with that for the offset, which happens to be about 1 inch. So we're gonna go ahead and move our motor back to our original mount and move forward on the project. On to the fun part here. Hole saw through 3/8.
Well, we had to get the old danger drill out, the whole hog, break your arm drill. I stopped filming just a second too soon. He poked through here though. And now we're on to the other hole. We got this motor back exactly where it needs to be, and we're ready to tack it into place. We're gonna start with the two on the driver's side. See if I can figure out how to get in here.
Not much.
I think the angle is right here.
Yeah, I think you got it there.
So that's a start. Now we can go ahead, re-verify for like the millionth time that we're still good before we do the final one and add more tacks. Then we can pop it back out and weld it out.
And then what? We're almost done with this part.
Yeah, thank God. That should work pretty good. Mission accomplished. Pretty happy with how they turned out. We might actually have some snow coming in for a change here in Colorado. It's been pretty dry recently, which has been good for working on this machine out front of the house, not super cramped in the garage. But we really need the moisture, and we're trying to be ahead of the game here. Instead of having it covered up and all that, we're just going to try to move it into the garage now. And we've come up with a pretty interesting way to accomplish that, so I figured I'd go ahead and get this on camera for you guys.
Right?
All right, are we off the ground?
Yeah.
Trac screaming Arctic Cat hard. Cheek long 40s ripping red rocks apart. Australian flames and a middle finger grin. If it ain't broke yet, we're breaking it again. Old minds that go with the sound of a lap. Two bearded lunatics on the warpath. No destination, just a will to destroy. Brothers Fab Adventure, overbuilt and overjoyed. Brothers Fab Adventure. Living trails, breaking every chain. Brothers Fab Adventure. Full throttle through the pouring rain. Welding, bending, setting up a ledge. Living louder than the voices in your head.
That's a pretty good little bit right there. We're gonna have to figure out the last little pole now, but we got our first tube to reframe this whole back end back together here, clamped on and ready to tack into place. Good job.
We got the old torque plate from the snowmobile, and we're going to try to utilize it so we can still use the motor mount on it. So we're going to chop it and then overlap it and bolt it together. We're checking the bolts on the motor mounts here, and they're nice and loose. We don't really want that. We want it nice and tight, so we're gonna drill them out to the next size up.
Alright, well, we'll get back to you. So this is what we ended up doing to modify our torque plate to fit our needs to have another upper motor mount for this machine. I think it worked out pretty good. We just cut it and overlapped it, and we're going to come back and kind of smooth it out a little bit. But we went ahead and drilled this hole a little bigger like we did with the other motor mount, because this one was pretty loose too. So all in all, that should be a pretty good solution for us. We're going to get to cleaning this up now, putting it back on, and we'll get the final mounts built off the framing we just put together. Went ahead and got that all smoothed out. It's looking a lot better. No sharp edges anymore. So we'll go ahead and get that put back in. Meanwhile, Justin is working on some cardboard aided design for the upper passenger side motor mount here. We'll have that figured out pretty quick here too. And then we'll move on to figuring out the tabs that we need to make this a double shear mount. We're gonna make all these double shear mounts so they're as strong as possible. If you know, you know.
We got our motor mounts made out of cardboard aided design here. Think we like them. All four of them. These two are the same.
So this is going to get welded to this bar, and this is going to get welded to these bars.
And then we're gonna tap this bracket too.
Right,
because
yeah,
there's
so we
not
don't
much
have
room there.
for a nut. So we'll just tap this bracket, and that should be just fine because it's in double shear, and it's mostly going to see shear force anyway.
Yep, and we'll probably make it a little thicker, like 1/4 inch.
Yep. So that's how it's coming along.
Making progress.
Weld it, bend it, send it off a ledge. Living louder than the voices in your head. Brothers Fab Adventure. This is who we are.
All right, I got 3 of our 4 motor mounts cut out, fresh off the CNC plasma table.
What are you talking about? We don't have one of those.
Oh yeah, you're right. I painstakingly cut these out by hand with a cutoff on a grinder, and it took me well over an hour. Sure would be nice if we had one though.
It would really make things a lot faster there.
It definitely would. We've spent many hours cutting these sorts of things out by hand, and it's not very fun. Maybe we should make one. What do you guys think?
That would be a fun project.
Yeah, I think we could probably figure it out. The only real problem is that we don't really have the funding for it. It's kind of like a Peck Brothers situation, except for we probably have even less.
Speaking of that, if you guys are interested in donating or getting some merch to help fund that, let us know.
We got to drill some holes in these, and then we'll be able to weld them on or tack them for now. I might have to fine tune them a little bit. This is just the first rough cut, so there will be a little bit of smoothing them out, but they're pretty close. Is that our final size? Or we're going
no, we got to go to 3/8 on these ones.
Yeah.
This will
And
be
by the way, we
5/16.
got these 2 mounts welded together so the holes stay in the exact same spot. We made some progress here. I got the flanges welded onto this crossbar that we have going on into the back here. All the holes are drilled through, and it is bolted tight. We got all of our motor mounts basically made up, and they're sitting and attached to the motor, so it's time to tack them in for good. Go ahead and shake that motor so we can see what it was like before we added those mounts. That is pretty sloppy, man. So once we get that bar back on, we'll give it as good a shake as we can, and I bet you it will barely move. And as you can see, it's a lot better than it was. We're pretty happy with how this turned out.
We got all the motor mounts in there and we rechecked the alignment. We're really happy with how it's come out so far because it was really sloppy before.
Everything is secured in its final home, and let me tell you, the fit is as tight as you can get. This almost didn't even work.
So we're gonna call that a wrap for this time,
Stay tuned for next time,
where we get to figure out the rest of the headaches.
and we'll see if this is even possible, because at this point, it's still unclear to us.
So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe
And hype. Until next time,
on Brothers Fab and Adventure.
Power and steel cutting through the white. Tracks on fire in the dead of night. Up to the top where the world stands still. Brothers Fab